My ass forgot to connect the fucking mic. Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Ooh, I have to get comfortable. My name is Mimi, and yep, this is another low quality video, but um this topic has been plaguing me for a minute now, and I'm ready to release it because yeah, it's so complicated. If you guys don't know Oedipus or the Electra complex, anything like that, um, let's just say a couple of live streams ago, I was getting stuff about like a lot of masculines like comparing their feminines to their mothers and stuff like that. And I knew that it was like something, but I couldn't like put a finger on it. Um, a couple months ago, I was speaking to someone about the Electra complex and how I found out that basically, like, Lucifer is categorized as a woman, and really it just has to do with Sophia. And there's a lot of bullshit in, like, false history. You know all that stuff, right? So when you start breaking down all the stuff, right, that's why this video is called The Tower of Time. Because we already know that most of the history was lied about. We already know that like they changed names. They made up like four different names for the same person so they can have it do multiple things. Like basically Leonardo da Vinci, trying to play like he made all these things when it was actually multiple artists that came together and did it all together. And then Mona Lias or Mona Lisa being like, hey, this is like so many different types of instruments and like old technology and stuff like that, and how it all boils down to the fucking Electra complex or the fucking Oedipus complex, which is like, it's fucked up. When you read the Oedipus, what you call it, story, basically Oedipus kills his father accidentally, and then marries his mother, because his mother was the queen, and he killed the king, and like he became the king, and it's like, and then they had kids, and then they had like three more kids and stuff like that. It's a fucked up story. It's a fucked up story, but the most fucked up part about it all is that Oedipus went to an oracle, and when he went to this oracle, he asked, right, what his fate was or whatever. And the oracle said, you know, you're gonna kill your father and what you call marry your mother. And obviously it made no sense, but it was a kind of like a prophecy that became fulfilled eventually. Um so now there's like, I just like had to sit down, like no matter how deep I wanted to go with the information that I had already and the downloads that I had, I couldn't even write it down because I was being called to talk about it rather than just what'd you call it, um hey, rather than to just like, what's his face, just to ignore it or something, or like have an extensive essay or study about it. Like, I don't know, I think my ancestors, and I'm being called to fucking just do it on camera. So I have my runes here, I have my magic oracle, my prism oracle, my ask your guides, and I think I'm gonna grab the Gaia oracle as well, and we're gonna see a little bit about what happened in there. I'm being called to grab like the sacred geometry book I have. So honestly, I already know a little bit of it because there's so many theories surrounding this subject. It's like either the oracle, right, wasn't a real oracle, and what happened was that she created a scenario where, as you know, she was like tapped into the wrong thing or something, and basically lied to him saying that it was, you know, his father that he killed and like his mother that he married. Or I don't know, man. The whole thing is like messed up. But let's check the sacred geometry first and see what comes up. Cause yeah. um, let's see. Yeah. So I'm seeing, whereas Plotinus viewed the one and the good as the same, um, Iamblichus or something maintained the existence of a higher singularity or one beyond human knowledge and qualifications. I don't know, man. Let's see. Maybe this will come together. Okay. I'm seeing like sacred geometry. There's something about a hexagon. Total internal angles as simple as 720 degrees. Oh, right. So once we enter 6D, None was talking about there's some people that are already in 6D. We're already in 8D technically. 10D is where we're like, is our half point, like we're breaking there a little bit. But 6D is like, is math. It's pure math. It's pure numerology, angles, equations. It's like, I don't know why we're in 6D doing the Tower of Time. Maybe it's time and numbers. That makes a lot of sense because time is technically just numbers, but each number has its own symbolism, right? Then you have to go, because we literally based our numbers off of Roman numerology, but not in the terms of Arabia. Dang, what's going on? This is the Tower of Time. The same page came up. Okay, so in nature, honeycombs are hexagonal in shape. The cells start out as circles. I need to put this down. Hold on. Happy Pi Day 3. Oh, it's Pi Day? You're kidding me. That's no way. That's so wild because I was actually studying 314. Oh. See, I don't be knowing this stuff. I'm just called to do this. I just get like, I'm just trying not to be confused. That's all. I'm just breaking through illusions. That's my job. That's so crazy. It is Pi Day. Oh, I love this movie, The Adventures of Pi. Oh my god, sorry. The Adventures of Pi, yeah, where he was with the tiger cuz he was lost, cast away. Yeah, actually this makes a lot of sense because the year of tiger as well, and oh wow. That's crazy. And then he knew the whole pi thing and I was studying the whole pi thing. 257, what is going on? Ley lines? What is going on? Like, this is wild. I'm doing research with you guys. This is what I do in my own time, but now I'm just like, I just want to I don't know. I don't know, man. This is not the time to think. Yeah, so take full advantage of positive changes and their effects on your life. Basically, you're being urged to take upon new opportunities right now. There's a lot of spiritual development, spiritual awareness, and tapping into your own personal spiritual power. Intuition be crazy sometimes. It is crazy. So there's stuff about ley lines. What'd you call it? It says the early mapping and naming of ley lines are attributed to Alfred Watkins. Watkins University. Anything about universities, and you already know the one thing about universities, especially American ones and stuff like that, is that they have fraternities, okay? And fraternities are just another name for occults, you know what I mean? They're just all occultic. All universities have stuff on the occult. Where else are they gonna put the information? I don't know why people are shocked by this. Like, yeah, they built schools. um Let's see. Along these routes are lined up markers, hills, boulders, clumps of trees, ponds, which become visible from miles. Oh my god! Look, it's right here, Da Vinci. At 2004 Moscow conference on shamanism in Siberia, researchers spoke about equivalent lines to Watkins ley lines called dragon lines. I just heard something about the red dragon. I don't know why people keep trying to wake the red dragon up. It's like they're saying Sinew in China, China, Moscow, spirit roads in North America, but the ideas have not been authenticated in scholarly nature. In 2009, at Scotland's Rosslyn Chapel, made famous in Dan Brown's The Da Vinci Code, a guide pointed out to Keystone that she suggested may point to where the two ley lines cross in the chapel. One of these lines is called the Rose Line. Sisters of the Rose. Okay, I see what's going on. And look, the lotus flower is right here, and I already made a video. So I have a book called Water Lily, and I also have another book called Pink Rabbit, another one Purple Bunny, and then I have the Leo's Awakening or Leo's Adventure. Basically where he has to go find Athena, the goddess. Well, she's lowercase g, goddess of it's a whole story, honestly, but that's why I wrote it. That's why I'm still writing it, honestly. Yeah, just like putting it out there that that also counts. So connects the chapels and other sacred sites around the world. So Pir of Adgani, writing a Mongolian shamanism, and I just said like my Mongolian ancestors have been calling out to me as well to go all out, like rage. Site studies in Lake Hofsgall area. Man, this is long. Of what are called water spirits in English. Spirits. That's why we've been looked after by Oshun. See how things like that just connect, and all I have to do is just read this passage. So there's a lot about so that people can avoid crossing its path and avoid misfortune. Okay. So each one of these has a direct path between two tangible points that remains constant. The distance between two endpoints ranges from a few meters to kilometers. Perhaps these are ley lines in another cultural context. One-dimensional ley lines. They're one-dimensional. This is interesting. So, maybe there's something about destruction being entirely one-dimensional and impersonal. Duality and dimension. Yeah. In general terms, dimension refers to size, length, width, and height of an object. In mathematics, however, the term refers to one-dimensional objects such as line or curve, to two-dimensional things such as plane or Earth's surface, or three-dimensional space. In physics and mathematics is extended to spaces of higher dimensions such as fourth dimension, space-time, and even into infinite dimensional spaces. Yeah. Benoit Mandelbrot, known as the term fractal, applies fractional dimensions to applied mathematics. Okay, well, now that that's done, I'm being called to use the Prism Oracle. So, so remember when I was talking about, I literally just said there's something about 6 dimensions, like we're already in that, like, phase of going higher. So the ways are being cleared because the 5th dimensional thing is, like, period finished. And when I talk about the 5th dimension, people think I'm like joking about like all that stuff. The 5th dimension is the love dimension. It's love. It's also Venus. So once you understand the patterns of love and understand that love has always been within and comes from this Venus timeline, Venus, and then that's why also none kept on mentioning like Mars to Venus stuff, because yeah, oh man, it's like, let me see. Yeah, creativity. Like, creativity is key at these moments while I'm doing these things. I know I look and sound... Whatever, I'm not gonna give a fuck about that right now. It's like, yeah, creativity. So the dimension of ideation and creativity would be mathematics because things are being, like, placed together. But instead of it being mathematics, it's the 6th-dimensional space. So if you're in this 6th-dimensional space of creative reflection, there's something about the Oedipus complex that you need to understand. And it's also like, is it a hex or a curse? It can't be, because that's what people do, by the way. When they say that you're gonna do something bad, they're technically hexing you to do it, or they're technically passively creating the idea within your mind's construct in order for you to make it happen. Which is why I was so curious that Oedipus found out that he was gonna kill his father and, marry his mother, from an oracle, which means that that oracle wasn't an oracle. There was something happening there. And it's not like a real oracle, right? Wouldn't tell you, yeah, so look, success, yeah. A real oracle wouldn't tell you if you're about to do something good or bad. That's why we always say be aware and be careful, because all you need to do is realize that you have that energy and potential to do something like that. So what you have to do is pray, reflect, and let those energies pass through, so that things like that, not that so that they don't happen, but specifically so you don't give it the opportunity, barriers, boundaries. You know what I mean? So when you find out certain things, you have to create boundaries for the things that you don't want to happen, only by letting it like reflect onto you. And that's why it hurts so much to be able to be so empathetic, because if you're an empath and you're letting negative reflect onto you, you also have to be creatively strong enough to make it bounce back. Yeah. Like, because let's say this oracle, right, from the Oedipus story, let's say this oracle, right, she, what if that happened to her in her timeline? You know what I mean? That what if that was as far as she could tap into? Like, why didn't she tell him that he was gonna become king? You know what I mean? Like, if she had told him, hey, you're gonna become king, and he did a little research and found out that the king was already like king and was going on this carriage, and that his mother is the queen, and he didn't know that that was his mother, but he killed the king so that he could become king. Don't you see like how that's a little more, you know what I mean? Like it that the way that works is like, you can't just be like, oh, it all happened coincidentally and nothing led to anything. That's not how reality works, which is what the problem is with coincidence, is that we're not saying that being able to read these oracles, we're not saying that being able to read these things is like a singular thing. Like, not just like one person can do all this stuff. It's more so that there are certain people that are allowed to tap into certain energies because they have the capabilities of being with that energy, and other people are just unaware that they have those gifts. You know what I mean? And that's really something about the Tower of Time. It's like yeah, illumination. It's like now that you realize this whole time concept that is there is based off of like is it like allegation? It's based off of like not suppression, there's a suggestion. Yeah, the power of suggestion. Yeah, so that's what it is. And 6D is really all about the power of suggestion, which is why colors are so important. And that's why they've been trying to technicalize colors. You know what I mean? Like, when you go online and you go to, what you call it? You try looking for colors, right? On the computer, if you're an artist or you use Photoshop and you have that little circle, right? Literally like this. You have this, right? And you click on it and you look up the name of the color, you will find fucking you'll find like E134FFF. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And those numbers and those letters, like, there's something about that. There's also, oh yeah, this is about so a long time ago, I watched these videos about how Earth looks like in this kind of like, in the eyes of someone who's literally just doing research from the outside without the spiritual inclination, just off of pure knowledge. And he was basically saying that the colors that we have presented to us through our computers, basically technical colors, or should I say dead colors. These colors, they're coming from a different frequency, basically like an imposter frequency, that we're basically tapping into, and they've been trying to like seed us. It's a really fucking weird, okay? It's really fucking weird. I'm not gonna really start discussing all that stuff because I don't think people are prepared for that at all. And if I think that people aren't prepared, it's probably I'm not prepared. But you know, if I'm not prepared and I'm the initiator, you know what I mean? Then I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, peace. Like, ooh, keeping the peace right now. But basically, it's yeah, it gets really crazy. It's here, let me grab my tarot and find a more false light. Yeah, yeah, basically, you could say that. It's kind of like that. It's like yeah, it is kind of like false light. It's it's that's the best way that we could put it in this, like, right now, you know what I mean? Like at this point, that's as far as we can go. But really it's dead colors, because they're like, it's like it's like I don't know, man. Let me check the tarot. It's like they're trying to explain something to me, and they're trying to explain it in sign language in my head, and I can't see it, and they're like setting energetic sign language right now. That's what these are. They're words. They're like they're giving me letters, and it's energetic sign language. Creativity is key. I feel like I'm like constantly going through towers. Okay, yeah. So Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Swords. Okay. So let's see. Eight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Five of Swords, Princess of Swords. Okay. Three of Swords. Man, there's a lot going on. It's literally a lot of going ons that are going ons. Let's see. Okay, sunlight. Sure. Yes, I'm cringy sometimes. Can't help it. You know. Okay, and Knight of Wands. Okay. There's a lot of unfolding of events. I'm gonna say that first. There's that's so crazy. So there's a Queen of Wands all the way here. So basically I'm just gonna do this. Queen of Wands and King of Swords, and then in the middle King of Wands, and then right here King of Cups. And they're placed in a way that's saying, like, right now there's a lot of chaotic scattering energy. There's a lot of people that are trying to figure out, like, what's going. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So it's like all these karmic ties and circles and cycles, they kind of all bundled up together, and they just kind of like, there's an imploding. I'm hearing implosion of energy. What? Man? Huh? Oh my god. Let me clear this. Hold up. What's going on with the Oedipus complex Tower of Time stories? There, clear way, Holy Spirit, that I can get this. Okay, so the Lovers. Okay, the Six of Pentacles. So Gemini energy. Two of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands. This is literally me just, I usually do this live streams like sometimes on Twitch. So, but when I start doing my art, I'll go back on Twitch again. Well, continue doing my art. I have a bunch of artwork to do. I need to get a roadmap or something. Hold on. There's something here about let me see. Emotional hunger. Okay, here's the Tower. There's the Temperance, deceit, a broken promise. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god. I am so glad I wrote this down because now I just peeped how they. So remember how I said in my last video, every time I come in here to speak about something like of actuality, all the topics just kind of like leave my head and I end up just like having to address the situation. So yeah, I'm so glad that, Holy Spirit helped me with this one because like it was so annoying how these people think that they can just, fuck with my memory. Like it's not fair. Like wow. Like how do you try to take away whatever? How do you try to take away somebody else's information, try to present this as yours, and you know that it's going from like not you specifically, but it's just like they get me, man. Like they're so annoying. Yeah, so basically, yeah, first of all, I missed a day. I missed the 7th, literally just completely skipped it. I didn't know what the fuck happened. Um, and then, yeah. So there's, stuff about placenta, slave capture system, which is the desire to please, and then the God complex. How my light is flicking, I'm on the right track. There's a thing about a lack of self, which is animus, which is the, um, animus, which is the breath of life, which is the creative reality, right? So animus mundi, which is basically almost my name, by the way. That's almost my name. It is my name technically, but this whole creative what'd you call it? Yeah, anima mundi, the essence of life, right? Is found within that 6-dimensional creativity space. So when you're being creative, right, you're inside this 6D energy. You're in the 6D space once you start understanding with love and the love frequency. Because some people want to see, that's the thing about the fallen and the pride and everything, is because you want to keep getting to that high level. You want to be this high level person. You know what I mean? You want to be this high level fucking indestructible fortress, right? But you don't want to love. You know what I mean? Like people that don't understand love, don't want to love. They want to skip love, get to that 10D space, and it's like, how do you get to heaven? You're skipping. How are you trying to get to heaven and you're skipping your stops? Like that's not, you have to it's Jacob's ladder for a reason, you know what I mean? And so this is like this whole God complex. So when you have an inferiority complex, you really do have a superiority complex. That's that bond you have when you have something of a lower vibration, there is something even lower trying to drag you down. If you're something of a higher vibration, there's gonna be something even higher to pull you up. That's just how it works. Like, yeah. So there's yeah. So then we also have, I'm just gonna tell you these topics because I literally just don't know how to make sense of these on its own. Like I said, whatever. Um the Discord is the Apple of Discord by Strife. Yeah, the Apple of Discord, which reminds me of the Apple of Eden, which reminds me of like everyone battling each other all the time because this apple was thrown in. It wasn't even like anybody won this apple. And you know something? It's also like Eris threw that apple in. It's like it's like in order to stop this manifestation and creation of reality, there's always gonna be some kind of discord. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be some kind of like what'd you call it? False flag too. Like you're saying false light, I'm saying false flag. It's like as soon as something good is about to happen, like this wedding, right? People kept on saying wedding. As soon as was about to happen, someone throws in a fucking wrench, right? Apple of discord. And this has to do with humanity's co-creation of a body. Yeah, that's what it is. And there's something about manifesting or trying to manifest a separate entity to worship rather than paying attention to what is. Yeah, that's where this god complex is coming from. And then demonizing. Yeah. So see, yeah, so the universal birth of humanity is the co-creation of love. Love is manifested in everything. We are the co-creators of love, right? And then the concept of favoritism came from Cain and Abel. This is when I said, let's not even get started with Cain and Abel. And then it was basically the concept of favoritism and the binding of one to earth, gray and darkness, right? The grand illusion of superiority and shame. Nature is with nurture, mother and father, right? Mater and pater. Yeah? It's basically mother and father, mater and pater. And then someone said this, like, apples and oranges. It is what it is, right? Fruit and power. Vision, clarity. It's like people need to understand that the two aren't entirely the same, but they are and they aren't. Paradoxes, right? So a paradox is experience. It's the observation as the source of knowledge. Also, that equals event. Paradox, event. Paradoxal, event. Yeah? According to quantum science, quantum elements change form when observed. In its natural state of rest, it is unconditional. So when you are in the energy of unconditionality, you are technically in the state of rest. When you wake up, you are under observation. I know that sounds like, okay, so I put the Most High is, and humanity co-creates love. Humanity manifests opinion. Passion plus love is judgment. That's what I wrote. Okay, this is gonna sound like everywhere. And it goes, Abel is kind of synchronistic with vanity, and Cain is synchronistic with Smith, right? Like the agent Smith. Also to form Morpheus, right? And to fashion shape. Yeah. And then in conclusion, I put, deception born out of boredom is the most elusive of them. And that is what a clown is. So if you see a clown in your dreams, if you see a clown anywhere at all manifested, you know what they're trying to do. They're trying to form an illusion of deception, right? Then there's void is of mockery as a mirror magic births clowns. That's where I got that from. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just giving you some information so that you could be able to just fucking take it. And then there's something here about asbestos, fire, sex with a tree. basically having sex with your own family and talking about the fluidity of race. I don't know. Milk. I just be going through this, man. You take it how it resonates. There's something about transgression, looking beyond the a law. Beyond the law is God, obviously. So, Adam and the fall of man, innocent obedience to guilty disobedience, which is the Genesis. You know, um, yeah. And then this was okay. So I know this sounds so stupid. I'm gonna be honest with you, but at the same time, when you're in this space, man. When at the same time, it isn't. It's really not that funny, and it's actually pretty serious. um, I want you to really think about this phrase. Have you ever been beaten? I can't. By a wet spaghetti noodle because you kissed your wife's twin sister and accidentally fucked her dad or some shit like that. That meme is too deep for its own good. um, Wet spaghetti noodle. That's a snake. Your wife's twin sister, wet spaghetti noodle, mask, fucked her dad, God. You know what I mean? AKA, I put loyalty test from the divine. Could Adam tell if Eve was his wife? Like, could he tell? Or was there some kind of mistranslation? Did Eve really eat the apple, or did the snake eat it and was wearing Eve's mask? Like, there's too much knowledge there that's been just fucked over, and that's the apple. That's discord. That's what it is within philosophy. When you're ascending and you're learning all this stuff, there's too many questions with unwritten answers, and like the book wasn't finished, and there's too much that like they couldn't keep up with their lives. They couldn't keep up with just like constantly having people argue about everything all the time. And that's today's lesson. That took a while to run through. That took like a minute to run through. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of crazy. But that's literally how it goes. That's how it happens. And that's the kind of thing that people would sit down for years trying to learn, and then they get their grand big disappointment of a PhD. It was all a lie. Here you go. Here's your certificate. Like, thank you for learning all this human shit. Like, now you get nothing. Yeah. And that's why we follow God. And that's why we thank God. Yeah. There we go. Hierophant and staying out of the past. So now that we're here and the Tower of Time has fallen, people realize where we are here right now with God. We can manifest whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. We can desire whatever we want. Yeah, it's time to start making decisions about how we want to be able to, what'd you call it? Use our fulfillment. Well, not use our fulfillment, but, there's almost this thing about, let me see, Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is here. Okay, I see. So it's almost as if the whole lesson that we needed to learn with this Oedipus complex and the Electra complex is that we can't take, there's some kind of karmic lesson about taking emotional actions, should I say, or maybe emotionally disbalanced actions. Yeah, Emperor is here. There's some kind of like internal battle that comes to learning how to really balance out your emotions. And it's like divine masculines have been like so far really focused on energetically supplying themselves with nothing. Oh my god, this is not funny. It's just not. It's like there's this energetically, yeah, there it is. It's as if they're being, so there's this reflection of wit that is being put upon the divine masculine's face, right? So basically it's like when you grow up and it's like your parents telling you, you're so smart, you're so cool, you're so nice, you're so sweet, you're the smartest boy on earth, you're the sweetest person, and then you go ahead and you use that energy to be able to balance yourself out. And then you want to present the energy to someone who's like, bitch, you ain't shit, you ain't nothing, you ain't you ain't got shit, you ain't did shit. Like, oh my god, what the fuck am I hearing right now? That's so painful. There's some kind of karmic lesson where it's like, yeah, understanding your true value comes from yourself, not what from other people tell you. It's from understanding what you've been given. Like understanding how oh my god. Like it's like what you really want and stuff like that. In life, for whoever needs to hear this, whatever you want in life is naturally balanced out. You just have to be able to see it from a different perspective of how you can present this opportunity without having to decide between good and bad. Like the whole reason that you keep deciding between good and bad, and this is where the Tower of Time comes in. And that's what it is about Oedipus killing his father. It's like there was no real decision in that area. You know what I mean? It was like you need to understand how fate works. You can either, like, the only way that you start, that's the tower. Oh my god, that's the truth. That's so crazy. I saw the tower, but it came out the truth. See? There it is. It's like the only reason you keep trying to decide between good and bad is because you don't know what is good and what is bad. What the fuck? Like if you knew what was good and what is bad, then you wouldn't have such a hard time, you know what I mean, trying to balance it out. And that's why it's like there's so much talk about the complexity of reality and how it's complex when it's not. Life is not complex. Nothing is really as complex as it seems. It's the illusions that create the complexity. You know, we're sitting here trying to solve a puzzle. We forgot that the only reason we're solving the puzzle is so that we can see the bigger picture. You know what I mean? But then if you just walk away and realize that there's no puzzle, there's just the bigger picture, immediately we see the bigger picture. That's the whole point of breaking through the illusion. Yeah. And it's like did and then like what about the mother? You know what I mean? Oedipus's mother, like did she know that he was her son? I bet she would have known if it was her son. You know what I mean? If I just don't understand, this story is like so like heartbreaking. The whole thing is like karmic heartbreak. It's like someone wanted to put upon heartbreak to the empire, and someone snuck in and did some shit. Yeah, complete. And now it's like a whole bunch of fuck shit karmic events started happening in order to, you know, fix the timeline. As a time traveler, this is like, yeah. It's like something is, I can't even say third party. It's just like kind of shit happens. You know what I mean? This is kind of like they're trying to 333. They're trying to make us settle with the it is what it is scenario instead of no, or leaving. Yeah, the Chariot. Like, we don't condone this. We don't condone fake, readings that create karmic events for people's lives so that they, like, why would we want that? Like, yeah, that's the more playful gorilla spirit of it all. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is here. So it's like there needs to be a balance of things. And people are starting to think that they're being young minded is bad. Like, you can't pretend to be an adult. You know what I mean? We are all children of God. And honestly, it takes ascension for you to really know how to be an adult. Okay, you're not an adult because, they gave you a birthday cake and you did a wish and you're now allowed to drink because the government allows you to. I'm sorry. I just you're not an adult because you want to be. You're an adult when you need to be. That's the karma. People need to understand that this stuff happens. That's the truth. This stuff happens in order for you to learn how to explore the boundless, limitless being of your creation and identity. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's this idea of performing risks. Yeah, it's so silly. mm. What is with this Emperor and Five of Cups? Let me see. You have inner wisdom, just like everybody has inner wisdom. You can tap into your own inner wisdom too. That's what I'm trying to teach. Yeah, there you go. So now from this emotional instability or this trying to balance things out constantly or emotionally balance things out, now you understand, like, it's like if you're in control, you're in control. If you're not in control, you're not in control. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do, just gotta keep going. Like, choo choo, just gotta keep going. I'm hearing, like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Finally! There we go. Now we know. Yeah, heartbreak. Yeah, that heartbreak is this mask. This mask of, like, trying to act like you're smart or trying to pretend you know shit you don't, or trying to pretend you know shit other people know. Like, it's like you don't know because, like, what if they're straight up lying to you about shit? Like, people are weird, man. People will lie to you about anything, and then like when you find out the real information, they're like, whoa, like, they get so confused, like you didn't know how to do research. Like, it's like, and there's this Rick and Morty episode that I recently passed by and I saw, and it was like, come on, Morty, just keep they're like, come on, Morty, just keep running forward. If you go past the specific line, the simulation can't run anymore because you reach the edge and you just gonna jump off. And that's like what happened, and it's like, oh shit. We are in a simulation. And this is what someone's going through inside their mind because they've, like, literally just escaped the matrix using their creative. That's so smart. That's so much more, yeah, that's so much more like mentally fulfilling than it is, like, that's crazy. Yeah, so peace. Yeah, that's good. The tower fell. It's like, yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, there's no more because, like, especially if you watch me or you're friends with me or you know me or something, or like we've talked before, people think that they're like fooling me or something, and I'm like, I'm here on a mission. I don't know. I'm here on a mission. I could see right through it, but like, that's where they start creating these ideas of me because they're so scared. It's like, if you've ever done any type of psychedelic, when you're not in the high vibration, or when you're not in that good them good vibes, you will have a bad trip. Like that's literally the whole point of Amanita telling you not to eat the Amanita plant. Don't eat the Amanita. They told fucking Eve, like, or Adam, or don't eat the Amanita in like, I don't know, man. And then like they had a bad trip, saw the devil. It was crazy. Like, life is a trip at the end of the day. Like, I don't know, man. People want to make things more, like, people want to make things more serious than they are, but then the serious things they don't take seriously because they're clowns. Like that. It's like when it comes to the things that matter in life, the clowns, they don't care about the things that matter. They care about the things that they find serious, because they're seriously involved with it, That's what it is. There's a lot about, like, yeah. There's a lot about them now creating these illusions and, like, almost like traps. Like, it's so silly because it's like, what if Oedipus didn't fuck his mom? They're like, what if that wasn't his mom and they just said it was? You know what I mean? Like, what if now there's this whole thing with people trying to, like, what if they had, like, how would they know? How would they know? How would we know? Like, it's stuff like that. Like, what's the point of these discords and arguments all the time other than to create distractions in your life? That's how you need to start seeing things. You need to start seeing the clowns for who they really are. Yeah. You need to start seeing the truth that, people do incarnate multiple times. You know what people do? Imagine it. I've been there, okay? So I know how it is, like, being who I am. You incarnate multiple lifetimes, right? You incarnate over and over and over again. At some point, you're like, fucking, I don't even know what the mission is anymore. I don't know what the karma is anymore. I don't even know what kind of cycle. And then you just go down and spiral. And then now it's just like everything is all messed up and you're in hell and people are trying to make you feel bad. Like, there's a, like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, people need to start seeing reality for reality and stop trying to create their own, oh, this is really bad because la da la da 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 da, and I want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I hope you do. Let's see. Yeah. It's because it's victim mindset. It's victim mentality. It's a victim shit. Yeah. Victimizing themselves in order to, like, I don't know. My case got dismissed, by the way. Yay! But, yeah. It's like people victimizing themselves. Yeah, letting go of this victim mindset. You're not a fucking victim, bro. That's why it's so disrespectful. Like, that's why it's so, like, that's why that was coming out. That superiority and God complex. People, if they know that you feel like a victim, they will take advantage of that. You know what I mean? If people know that you feel victimized by a situation, they will absolutely take advantage of that because they also feel victimized by the situation, and the only way that they can stop feeling victimized by the situation is by going into their ego God complexes. But you if you just let go of this victim mindset and just be like, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor of the circumstances, I am a survivor of the situation. You got the vaccine, you fucked up, you fall into some kind of shit, you've deprioritized the things that you needed to do, you've prayed, you've repented, you've baptized, now you start getting yourself out of the fucking victim mindset. You know what? I am someone who does this, I am someone who does that, I can create, I can manifest. Affirmation. Right? Start like the direction that in which that you need to go in. It's like you need to see a different perspective of how you pick and choose, because it's like butterfly effect, right? Look at how I literally just said a whole bunch of shit, asked just a whole bunch of questions about the Oedipus complex, about Adam and Eve, and all of a sudden the narrative of the entire world is changing, because at the end of the day the snake eats its own fucking tail. Yeah, you need to start looking within and realize that you are blessed. Yeah, there's something about you are blessed. Emperor, you are blessed. You have your wish fulfillment. Yeah, there's like you might be the type of person to like impulsively attack um your karma. Like it's something about like I don't know, it's like you want to I know what it is. It's I know this energy, it's Libra. So it's like you it's like you want to almost you want to open new levels of your karmic justice, or basically open new levels of your own fortune. It's like you're trying to like it's not Pandora's box. It's you want to open a treasure chest. Sorry, my nose. There's something here about you wanting to open a treasure chest, right? Yeah, King of Swords, King of King Queen of Cups. Fun, helveta. Yeah, it's like you want to the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not getting this. I don't know. More towers. Okay. Let's move on. Wait, this is the wrong one. Let's move on. Because I'm kind of hungry now and it's 3:45. And I need to go make my food. Maybe I'll make like Indian food. I don't know. I hope this is interesting. I hope this is good enough. I don't know. I am good enough. Man, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I'm still growing. Let's see. Or I guess I should say I'm growing, I'm evolving. Not still. I'm just growing and evolving. Okay. So there's illumination about sadness. Ooh. There's fast-paced action towards mystery and creativity and success. So, yeah, there's a lot of changes, a lot of understanding the true potential of all your spectrums of emotions. Yeah. There's something here about still not wanting any pain. I feel like that's natural for human beings not to want pain. I feel like pain is just not our thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like pain isn't really our thing. Aw. And it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, okay, oh my god, I love this. I love this. So sadness is here with illumination, with mystery, movement, success, confidence. There's trust, there's growth, there's happiness, and guess what? Fear, pain, and anxiety are all upside down. That's perfect. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna ask our guides stuff. Okay, so we're getting gifts. There's a lot of like gifts. Ooh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay, excuse the noise. So there's like stuff about gifts, epiphanies. There's death and denial in reverse. And it's being, okay, overtook by devotion. Okay, I see. There's there's energy of realizing just how powerful you are as a human being. That's really good. There's a lot of stuff about like, so when it comes to creativity, mathematics, ooh, ooh, AI. AI artwork. It's AI artwork. Oh my god, because the AI is creating its own artwork, right? It's starting to create its own artwork. It's starting to manifest its own artwork. Caught. Kutuma, as we say. Yeah. Look, see, invention in reverse. It was an invention in reverse. It was there's something like there's a lie here. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's where the death, invention, denial comes from. So I'm trying to turn this upright because you know it's spirit guides that are trying to teach us something, and it's I see what it is. It's almost as if they're trying to act like the technology. Oh, well, that's. It's like we're. Remember when I said this in my other videos as well? Like, we were supposed to have invented something. Yeah. Something from this vibration of partnership and love. Like, we were supposed to invent something. And it was like, yeah, like they were trying to stop intuition, bravado, like they were trying to, I don't know, man. Can we get, like, okay, unconditional love, yeah. Oh, it's a vibrational frequency that we were supposed to bring in. Yeah, look at this. Boredom, family in reverse, self-esteem in reverse. It's like this energy. If you already don't know that if you're in your ascension process and you haven't let go of old friends, old family members, you know, snakes, stuff like that, if you haven't let go of them, if you haven't like, and I know people, like I can already hear it because I've never said it before, and people are just gonna be so confused about why I said this. But like, listen, Agent Smith, some people have been completely taken over by these agents that cause boredom within the energy that you're supposed to be creating with, and it's judgment is being put upon them now. Yeah, because there's a lot of suffering that they have caused, because people don't realize damn, my Nigerian accent. People don't realize that their actions have consequences regardless of how little you think it is, no matter how small or anything you think your action is. Like, you might have just eaten one extra hot dog today, and literally a whole family of like people have now been neglected for food, you know, and they know it's you too. Like you need to like you need to start seeing how the butterfly effects are also very important. Consciously being aware of your actions and the intentions of your actions, it's so important, and I don't know why people don't even see that. Yeah, because there's a lot of not realizing what your business is supposed to be, because you're in this energy of a new life, and it's like every time you try and compromise with something, or maybe you're in this energy of compromise, there's always some kind of loss, but you need to compromise instead with the divine. Yeah, I see. Yeah, there's something about starting out a new life, new vibration, and it's getting out of this energy of constantly having to survive, but instead thrive, because it's like there's something about compromising with loss that only creates shame. Yeah, you need to put a different perspective on the things that you do. It's like when you allow other things to come in to your spiritual path or journey, when you allow something to break through to your solitude, you're also affecting the grand scheme of things. Yeah, because it's a part of your purpose to be able to not only tackle your shadow, but see how it's always, but to also understand how these new beginnings are being approached. Yeah, because it is within your six dimensional space, within your within the math of it all. Yeah, that's the only reason why you have this energy of self-control. Yeah, grace. And I did something about grace today. Oh my god, why is my nose itching? Can someone tell me? Could anyone tell me why my nose keeps itching? Why? I don't get it. It wasn't itching until I had come in here. I'm gonna look this shit up. Oh, beautiful unexpected gift. That's what it means. Can they stop? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's do the Gaia Oracle. Last one. I was gonna do something else, but this is gonna be the last one because this is the Tower of Time. I'm hearing the Hall of Mirrors. Okay. So there is potential, if you were curious, there is potential for travel. Actually, there is certainty. There's certainty of this transformation. So there's something about romance, understanding. I see. Eloquence is beauty, and romance is eloquence, and so romance is grace. It's grace with authority. Ooh, that is romantic. That is masculine energy. Wow. I'm just peeping masculine energy like properly. That is gorgeous, okay? And yeah, there's something about Zen Garden, Inner Sanctuary, Amethyst, Transformation, Certainty, Moonlight, like 36, 41, 38. Yeah, and 14, Purification, Fire, Bare Essentials, The Naked Truth and Wholeness. There's this energy about whoa, okay. It's like, first of all, seeing like this eloquent energy is like there's a, oh my god, I have to show you guys cuz I can't. Here it is. So basically it was like this, was it? Yeah, it was like this. So basically this blue, right? This fire was ignited outside to be able to purify and bring the truth forth, right, forward, that caused this like nakedness, this empty nakedness, like how you can, it's that's the Adam and Eve, when you, that's the feeling, it's when you're completely exposed and open. But more so, how do you know you're exposed and open? How do you know that you're naked, right? And it's not because someone told you, it's because you can sense something. And that something doesn't necessarily have to be shame. It's this energy that wasn't there before. And I'm not sure what it is. It's not vulnerability either, because we've passed that. It's sensuality. Yeah, romance. It's sensuality. And when you see the sensual power of divine feminine, because divine feminine is sensual, not just sexy or sexual, it's sensual, sensational, soothing, you know, smooth. That's like graceful, eloquent, romantic, whereas masculine energy comes in very assertive, transformative, certain, courageous, confident. It's so wild. Yeah, look at this. Because it's like the whole seduction, deceit, and broken promise of it is like the illusion. It's almost like, I don't, yeah. Healing, reconnecting with your true nature. It's like the temptress energy is like the energy of tension. And tension can be deceiving. That's what it is. Tension, gravity, right? It can be deceiving because we are magnetic creatures. We are electromagnetic creatures. And so we sometimes magnetize. As we magnetize our, you know, that's why we have affirmations. It's like our vibrational frequency is also magnetic. And so what happens is that we like literally magnetize positive energy and radiate enlightenment. And so what happens is, like, of course, people who are still learning and growing with that energy are going to feel bare or like, but the truth is that they're realizing their wholeness, that they are one, you know, they are part of and are one. Yeah, excuse me. And that's where this is like, it stops being about it stops being about the truth or the lie or decisions. It starts being about apprehension. This energy, doubt, fear, moving out into the world. It's like if you're trying to buy a plane ticket and you're trying to travel somewhere and you just don't know. Like, it's like you just don't know if you should do it or not. And it's like this energy of like plucking. Yeah, you're plucking out, yeah, remembrance. It's like you're plucking out certain areas of your mind unconsciously so that you can be able to thrive in a new perspective. The search, confused, lonely. Yeah, it's like you're reconnecting with your true nature. That's all I can really say. Hidden path, marriage of this thing. This thing, I just go, never mind. Spirit and matter. Okay, marriage of spirit and matter. It's just like, I'm very fast paced and there's a lot of fire. Yeah. There's a lot of recognition, familiarity. Yeah, there's a lot of okay. Um ooh, oh my god. Foundation. I don't know. There's big changes. I feel like I didn't even say anything in this video. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch it, and I feel like the more I go, the crazier it like seems. But I don't know, man. Life has been pretty wild. Maybe I should just turn this into a vlog. I don't know. Let's read another one though. Not a book, but I want to read something from the chakra healing. My chakra healing book. Ooh. Okay. Stress. Of course, that's what it is. So we need to differentiate, of course, stress from tension from stress. That's what it is, because there's this whole tension, right? And sometimes it can be stress. And in America, I've seen a lot of toxic relationships, right? They're like, oh well, if we're fighting, I'll just like have sex with him, and and like that'll fix everything because it'll de-stress him. And I'm like, bitch, okay. No. um if there is tension, right? I'm even hearing the song Positive Tension. That's the name. That's Block Party, right? Positive Tension. Red pill, blue pill, red pill, blue pill. This is just the song. And it's if there's some kind of tension that is toxic, right? Um there would be it would be an angry connection. I don't know. Let me read this. So crown chakra, stress from feeling alone and disconnected from the divine. Okay, third eye chakra, stress from not being able to trust what's coming next in our lives or from being unable to see the bigger picture in front of us. Third eye work, crown work. Throat chakra, stress from feeling like we're not expressing ourselves the way we'd like, or that we're not being heard in the way we want to be heard. Stress around speaking our truth. Okay, heart chakra, stress stemming from disconnection with self and as a result with others, which is why heart chakra healing is so important, because that your heart chakra is where it really is at. Like, if you like, we have hearts for a reason. Like, we have hearts, okay? Like, isn't that fucking crazy? I don't know why people, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me that is always freaking out about how crazy things are. um yeah, but even though it's kind of obvious, like, that's kind of like how life is and how God is. It's like we can all freak out about the reality of God, or we can be like, yeah, no, it is what it is. It's about the vibration you want to be on. And I guess my vibration is like enthusiasm and positivity. I don't know. It says solar plexus chakra, stress coming from lack of self-worth and a sense of powerlessness. That's why the solar plexus work is so important, because the only reason that you will feel inferior or superior to someone is if you're literally powerless. And your solar plexus will tell you that. Your sacral, okay, this is why I've been talking about our sacral chakra and sex being extremely important for us as a humanity. It's also how we manifest love, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we need to have sex so that we can manifest love, but in its unconditional format, which is why we get pregnant. Which is why you can't be demonizing everything. You know, you can't just go ahead and be like, the reason why we're all celibate. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's for protection, not for because, you know what I mean? It's like the people that we were trying to be celibate from are trying to be all like like they I don't know how to explain this. It's like the people that we're trying to be celibate from are like, oh, we're saving ourselves for them. And it's like, no, bitch, we just don't wanna. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a miscommunication, misunderstanding. It's like people who think very egos. That's what it is. So sacral plexus chakra, stress from pent-up emotions, not expressing ourselves creatively or a healthy sexual way. Root chakra, right? Stress from feeling like our basic needs are not being met. My root chakra was being under attack my entire fucking life, and it just stopped as of recently, right? And then, yeah. So this is why we talk about chakra elevation as well, and why there's this, yeah, tension and stress are not the same, okay? You need to have discernment. So you can have tension in specific chakras, which means that you are being magnetized, or you are magnetizing, you are calling in. So your heart chakra is yearning something or calling for something. It probably wants it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you feel extremely confident about what you talk about. It's probably because you are calling in for that. For yourself, you know? If you feel like extremely, what's his face, like, if you feel like you're constantly like connecting with, I don't even know, like, you're just gonna have to do it. Like, I can't tell you. Yeah, here it is. Okay, adrenal fatigue and anger. Okay, so adrenal fatigue happens when we are exposed to chronic stress, or our adrenal glands become taxed by the constant heightened stress response, rendering our adrenal health insufficient. Like, this is, you know, people still don't believe me when I talk about adrenochrome, or that we even have pineal glands. This is where the adrenochrome comes from. Yeah, under normal circumstances, the adrenal glands trigger the release of cortisol, otherwise known as the stress hormone, which steps in to help us handle stress. Adrenal or fight or flight hormone is also put in motion by our adrenals, right? Both of these hormones are activated to help us get out of stressful situations. This is great when used on short-term basis. However, those suffering from adrenal fatigue have been running on empty as a result of chronic stress response. Some signs of adrenal fatigue include general tiredness, body aches, unexplained weight loss, low blood pressure, lightheadedness, loss of body hair, skin discoloration, or hyperpigmentation. And because adrenals are glands of the root chakra and are sacral plexus chakra, sacral plexus, both sacral chakra and solar plexus. Okay, so I'm talking about this side. Okay, your root chakra. Okay, this side, the part where people keep jacking off and thinking that it's a game. Like, people like, I was an OnlyFans girl for a fucking reason, and people are so confused as to why I did what I did and how I was trying to help people. Well, I actually did help people. And they're like still confused, and I'm like, this is my job. I work for God. But basically, which is why you also study food, dietary needs, and Ayurveda, because that's mostly where everything happens, right? So, yeah. Because the root chakra deals with issues around feeling secure, grounded, and stable, it is worth exploring areas of imbalance in our lives. It is also worth exploring issues around power and self esteem, which are traits related to sacral plexus chakra. And then anger. Anger by itself is a healthy emotion. It helps us stand up for ourselves, create healthy boundaries, initiate action and change, and escape harmful situations. However, when it is unexpressed, channeled in unhealthy ways, or harms ourselves or others, it can cause discord in our lives. What do we talk about discord? Channeling anger. We just don't want earthquakes and we it's like, as human beings, we don't want earthquakes, we don't want volcanoes, we don't want all this stuff, right? Because it kills us. And so they want to channel, it's all mind over matter. All mind over matter, okay? When we get angry over a situation or at someone, the root is often fear. See, fear of our safety, fear of livelihood, or survival is being threatened, right? Because of this, anger often resonates in the root chakra, which is our survival chakra. And what I say about survival, what I say about boredom, what I say about family, what I say about the Tower of Time. Just because time is like an illusion, you know what I mean? But it affects you because it is the power of suggestion. If we were to take out time from the equation, all we would have are numbers with dates, with astrological symbolism, right? We would have everything we need apart from time. Because you can't worship time. It's about the messages, it's about the knowledge, it's literally how we communicate with the energy around us. And it's like this tower, right? It what it brings is the Oedipus complex. So once people start breaking down and realizing that, you know, what they believe is not true, and they want to attack you or whatever the fuck, whatever these people are doing, I don't even know, just remind them, remind them, like, hey, have you read the Oedipus complex? Do you know about, you know, people wanting to fuck their parents because they don't know that, you know, it's karmic feelings, karmic emotions. It's, they want to play like it's a perfectly healthy way to be able to develop your sense of reality. That's what I found, and I was like, no, 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 no. It's confusion. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. That for women, it's oh, you always choose men that are just like your father, right? That's what they say, and then you find ways to put it together, and then all of a sudden you are like, oh man, I fucked that. Like, that's the issue, that's the problem that we're solving right now. So that's like, no, these are, yeah, I think that's done. I think this live stream is over. That first heartbeat though, oh my god, see how slow I'm reading when it comes to like when I'm like channeling. That first heartbeat though, oh man, I don't even, let me just I don't know, man. I'm too high for this. I can't think right now. I'm gonna do pure magic oracle. I'm still being called to channel. I don't know. It's 1:25. I don't know if I'm gonna even have this live stream up. I'll probably have it up for a couple days and drop it down and then bring it up like three years later or something. And be like, haha. Yeah, no, closing circle. That's what I thought. Yeah, Florida waters, purifying, levitation, higher ground, higher beliefs. So yeah, just a lot of cleansing. Enigma, service choices. Yeah, past lives. Maybe I should do a personal reading. Do you want a personal reading? Yeah, before I leave, let me do a personal reading just to be able to let go of this energy as well. Almost personal reading for people who are watching this video. If you're this far, you might as well get this personal reading. Yeah, my mind is interesting even for me too, man. Like sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't know how it works. I just live. That's all. That's my life. I just live my life, and as long as I'm living my life, this is how it feels like to be a galactic red Skywalker. What do you do? I live my life. I mind my business. Okay. So right now you might be in this energy of receiving. There's this energy of receptivity at least. Yeah, it looks like your cup is overflowing or something. Like you are emotionally. Yeah, the fucking Knight of Swords again. Okay, I'm gonna change this up and say this is some kind of immature action, but it's not like it's immature. I'm gonna say it's more so like maybe it's exaggerated. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I saw it. Let me see. Yeah, death. Okay, let's see. There's some kind of exaggerated action. There's something that's overdone, or I don't know. You might be thinking of investing something. You might be looking of where to invest something or where to put your energy or time into. You have some kind of personal success when it comes to finding out some kind of personal realization about your own abilities. It looks like yeah, cuz there's something about your family, or maybe it's about you creating a family that you're looking for success with. Right now it's saying that you might be looking at a different perspective, or basically searching for a different way to be able to analyze, yeah, what it means for you to, I don't know, something that's keeping you stuck. Maybe you feel stuck in something. You feel like you need to present some kind of truth or something, or maybe you feel like you want to see a different perspective of yours. Okay. Okay, I see. That's interesting. Okay, so you're trying to find reason to why you're in where you are. Yeah. And it looks like you're, yeah, and you're really trying to avoid conflict. I don't know. Let me see if let me look that up. I have so many different types of people here. Let me see. Kin 167. Ooh, I'm kin 70. Oh shit, I'm in your antipode. Yeah, I dissolve an art to know, releasing healing. Seal the store of accomplishments. Yeah, spectral tone of liberation. You're guided by your own power double. That's really cool. Yeah, Red Galactic Skywalker. I'm over with your, yeah. I'm in the Red Earth version, so the antipode, and I think we have the same occult and analog. Oh my god, we were like very similar. Hold up. Practice tapping into your internal knowledge and guidance through self muscle testing. Okay, so you need to. There's a video. Ooh, I'm gonna send you this. Here you go. Is this right? Did I send? Oh no, that was the wrong one. My bad. My bad. Wait, did it just not work though? Hold up. Oh, the whole thing disappeared. I'm. I can't even. I can't make this up. I can't even find the thing anymore. Yeah, that is the one. No, how'd I look this up and it immediately disappeared? This is what I mean. There's some kind of truth that you're trying to find about your family or maybe about your future family. Oh, do you want to know about your family or the family that you're gonna have? It's almost 4:20. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, because it's something about you trying to plan for the future. You trying to. Yeah, you're trying to. Okay. It's like, well, you. These things are fated. So it's like you're fated to find out the truth and who the snake is, and you're fated to find out about your children and what you need to do to balance out. Like, you're fated to do that because you're in your wish fulfillment, and that's creating tower moments. If you're in your wish fulfillment, if you're in the energy of knowing what you want, how you want it, where you want it, you know what I mean? Then you're in the energy of emotional. Yeah, this is what I said. You have you have a cup of love. You have love. You are overflowing with opportunity. You are just navigating through those opportunities right now. Let's see. Let's see. This is mine, Red Skywalker Tribe, and let me read it for you. So it's the left finger, left ring finger. Yeah, it's my marriage finger. Oh my god, I can't. Sorry, it's just ironic for me. Action, explore, power, space, essence, wakefulness. Yeah, Antipode, the Blue Knight. Yep. Analog, White Worldbringer, occult power, Yellow Star. Okay. Red Skywalker. Yeah, I even have my own plant. Look at that. It's corn. Corn's delicate rooting and gigantic upsurge towards the heavens becomes a metaphor for transcend. See? Up! That's what I was saying in the last one. Ingestion can transpire. It's the transcendence. Man, I've been eating a lot of corn. But basically it's talking about like the openness, you know? I don't know. I literally have a heart-shaped cup in front of me. Oh my god, that's funny. Empress. Okay. So, let me see. Yeah, it's like there's an igniting of passion when it comes to this. Oh my god, it's like it's a fear of, yeah, someone's trying to play like, okay, divine feminine, you might have someone trying to play like they're like someone trying to manifest their fear onto you, but that's not gonna happen because you've already seen it. Yeah, victory, lol. Okay, never mind. Yeah, enlightenment. Okay, then that's it. That's all. I think I'm done now. Chariot. Yeah, I think that's all the messages that I needed to give. Man, I am hungry. I'm gonna go make some food, y'all. I hope you guys meme the fuck out of this video one day. Alright, bye. I always say bye too early and then I can't find the thing and whatever.